Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're already a part of our soul family, thank you for coming back. You are loved and appreciated. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today from the ancestors. Keep in mind, this is a collective message, so everything will not fit for everyone. Therefore, it is advised that you take what fits and leave the rest. If this message resonates with you, there will be a link down below in the description box for you to book a personal reading with me for more clarity and a deeper look into your own personal situation. Okay? So today we're going to be taking a look at the energy surrounding the boycott. There's a big boycott happening here in the United States, and this is taking place on February 28th, 2025. Okay, it is now February 27th, 2025. So I want to see what the energy surrounding that is going to be like. I want to see what will be the outcome. What effects will this have on not only the collective but other entities, other beings. Okay, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into the reading. I do want to acknowledge the power of unity. Okay, when we get together, when we come together as a collective, we have the ability to make things happen. Okay, it tends to take a while for everyone to get on the same page. All right, so we got to be patient throughout this whole process. We have to be patient, we have to be consistent. All right, so without further ado, family, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people, we're starting off this reading with the Two of Staffs upright. Okay, some of you may be fire signs. Some of you may study science, like maybe science was your favorite subject in school, or even as an adult, you do a lot of reading about science, maybe earth science. It doesn't have to be limited to that science, but science really, really interests you. For some of you, it may not be so much like science book wise, it may be nature, like you like to be outside. Some of you like to go hiking. Some of you may live on a mountain or somewhere where there's high lands, water not too far away from you. Some of you love to smell flowers. Like you have always been the one to literally stop and smell the roses. Okay? So the Two of Staves has a message. It says, the world is yours to conquer, but first you must decide which path to take. The world is yours to conquer. That's such a powerful message. Considering what I asked them what will be the effects within the upcoming months. Okay, what will the boycott, what effects will the boycott have on the collective within the next upcoming months? Okay, and so the Two of Staves speaks about planning. It speaks of planning, making decisions, taking decisive action. Okay, it speaks about partnerships as well and progress. So it's working together. It's making a plan, setting a plan, making up your mind on what you want firstly, then setting that plan, then working together, collaborating, unifying to reach a common goal. And so the Two of Staves speaks about progress. It says, how can you make a decision that aligns with your long-term goals? Okay, for some of you, you've been waiting for this. For some of you, you've been literally waiting for some type of revolutionary changes to occur. It's just that maybe you didn't have the resources or you didn't have the knowledge required in order to make the move yourself. But you always knew, like, well, once they do this, I'm on board. You know, like, once somebody makes this move, I'm going to move with them. I'm going to support them. I'm going to support their movement. I'm going to support their cause. All right. So a lot of you have been waiting for this. You've been waiting patiently. So you're going to enjoy being a part of a revolutionary movement. And for some of you, this is going to lead to you having awakening, not only about yourself, but the collective, the people surrounding you. Some of you guys are you're tired. Like you may be yawning a lot. You may be drained. There is a new moon happening tonight, and there's a new moon in Pisces. Okay, and the new moon in Pisces emphasizes the importance of balancing control and surrender, logic and emotion. So there's that word again, balance. It keeps coming out. Pisces energy encourages us to tap into our inner mystic. Pisces is the high priestess in the tarot deck. This energy speaks of fate and karma as well as new beginnings. It promises a new beginning that will bring forth healing. And in order to heal, you got to go where? Within. So this is Christ consciousness energy. So Pisces energy brings cosmic wisdom, spiritual knowledge, and enlightenment. Okay. And so this is very significant during this time. I feel like with the World card here in reverse, which talks about a lack of closure, unfulfilled desires, a disconnection, incompletion. I feel like there may be quite a few people who are not on board or who will not be on board with this yet, okay? Some of these people feel like they don't have the power. Some of these people feel like there's no point. And some of these people are just completely out of touch with reality. They're out of touch with what's happening around them. And they're out of touch with the fact, better yet, I'll say they are disconnected from the part of them that has the courage and the knowledge to take action. With the World card here in reverse. So I asked to clarify the World card in reverse. I'm like, why is the World card here in reverse? Because we want the World card to be upright. And I got the Two of Cups in reverse, which speaks about imbalance, broken relationships, okay, which leads to unmet expectations. So it's a matter of pretty much there being an imbalance, right, between mind, body, and soul. It's like your soul wants to do something, but your mind is not really on board. And because your mind is not on board, your body is definitely not going to be on board. And so because of that, that causes a disconnection. That causes a broken relationship, okay? Again, between your higher self, your lower self, your mind, your body, your soul, and also your community. I feel like this boycott, okay? This collective action has the ability to really shake things up, but it's not going to shake things up initially. It's not going to have as much of an effect as it could have or will have when there are more people on board. Still participate. I think the more the better, because I'm participating. The thing is, a lot of our people are not ready. Okay? And so I also asked to clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. And we got the Sun in reverse. So that speaks about lack of energy. And I was just saying, some people may just be tired. Like some people just, they don't have the energy. Like people are just so busy working. They're so busy trying to survive. They don't realize that, they are the change that they are seeking. Okay. And so this lack of energy, it brings negativity, it brings setbacks, it brings delays for the collective. Okay. So let's say, for example, we have a few million people who participate. And so we cause an economic disruption of, let's say, I don't know, $300 billion. Okay. When in reality, if we had more people, we could have caused an economic disruption of $1 trillion. It's something like that. Like it's going to be noticeable, but it's not going to be enough for there to be significant changes. Okay. And I feel like with this water, sorry, so some of you guys may be water signs here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? But the King of Cups here, the King of Cups is water energy. The King of Cups says, is there a need to balance emotions and intuition with reason and logic? Didn't I just say that? There is a disconnect between mind, body, and soul, between upper and lower, higher self, lower self. I feel like not enough people are acting with logic. Not enough people are thinking with logic. Most people are thinking based off of their emotions. And it seems as if one of the most popular emotions today is fear. A lot of people are moving based on fear, or a lot of people are staying still based on fear. Let me see. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? Why is the King of Cups here in reverse? Okay, so some people are afraid to move in the wrong direction. Why? Right, okay. Emotional manipulation, because we got the Knight of Cups here in reverse. So, yeah, people have been programmed. A lot of people have been programmed. And so, unfortunately, they're not ready to move. They're afraid of what will happen. Like some people are like, well, I have to do this, otherwise I won't be able to do that. I got to pay my bills. I have to do that. I have this to do this day. I have to do that. I don't know a way around this. There is just a lot of fear, okay? And with the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse, it speaks about neglect, greed, materialism. Yeah, so it's like a lot of people are more so worried about money. They're more so worried about their survival. Some people are worried about how they're going to be seen. And so a move like this is going to take, it's going to take for the majority of us. It's going to take for at least 6 out of 10 of us. And so it's going to take work. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take consistency. With the 8 of Pentacles here upright, it says practice makes perfect. Hard work always pays off. So it's going to take hard work from the collective, okay? But it's going to take for a lot of people to go within and find their reason. It's going to take for them to discover what their reasoning for doing this is, okay? What is your reasoning for wanting to resist? What is your reasoning for wanting to take action? Why do you want change? And what type of change do you want? It's going to really take for people to go within and ask themselves these questions. But unfortunately, we're living in a fear-based society where a lot of people are afraid to even take action. Some people are afraid to even ask themselves these questions. Okay? I want you guys to say in the comment section, I am fearless in all that I do. I am fearless in all that I do. I want you to also say, I am strengthened and empowered when I challenge my fears. I am strengthened and empowered when I challenge my fears. Okay? You guys can drop those positive affirmations in the comment section, or you can just take a mental note of it. But I think it is more powerful when you put it into the ether, say it out loud, write it down. So once we begin to work hard at this as a collective, we got the Nine of Cups here upright. And the Nine of Cups says you have all it takes to fulfill all your needs and wishes. It talks about emotional fulfillment, okay, comfort, satisfaction. But it is going to take time. It's going to take for us to do some work and actually be serious about the work that we're doing. I did some research on boycotts in history, and some boycotts lasted for months and some lasted for years. There was one that lasted for 8 years. There was one in South Africa that lasted for 35 years. So this is not something that's going to just happen just like that. It's going to take for people to get off of their asses and actually want to be the change that they're looking for. Okay. And then we got the Hierophant here upright. The Hierophant, for some of you guys, you may be earth signs, you may be Tauruses. The Hierophant says, tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors. Tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors. Okay, keep that in mind. That is very important here. How can you find spiritual guidance and mentorship? I feel like they're wanting you to tap in with your ancestors. For those of you who are afraid, for those of you who are not sure what steps you want to take, tap in with your ancestors, because tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors, like they said, okay? A lot of your ancestors led these types of movements. Like they organized these movements. So they can guide you on where to go and how to go about it, okay? The Hierophant speaks about tradition, conformity, spirituality, and guidance. Yeah, so it's not a coincidence that we are in a Pisces new moon, okay? Because remember, Pisces encourages you to tap in with your inner mystic, okay? Your inner spiritualist. So we are needing to tap in. There's a dire need for us to tap in with our ancestors for some guidance here, okay? As you know, I'm using 2 decks again. And so with this deck, I got the 2 of Discs in reverse, the 2 of Wands in reverse, the Sultana in reverse, the Chariot upright, and the Sultan upright. So now, what does this mean? With the 2 of Discs here in reverse, it speaks about abandoning responsibilities. Okay, so it's like some of you may commit to something but not go through with it. All right, and with the 2 of Wands here in reverse, it speaks about not feeling like you have the power to do something, lacking the courage. Okay, and ironically, it says here you should consider delegating responsibilities, and I really feel like that's them encouraging you to kind of not really hand it off, but like hand your problems, your questions, and your worries and your fears off to your ancestors for guidance, and they will assist you. Okay. Now, with the Sultana here, I'm going to go to the book on this one. The Sultana came out in reverse. The Sultana in reverse speaks about selfishness, overprotection, smothering. It says when this shows up ill-dignified, one could be neglecting others or ignoring their own needs. Barrenness or infertility may also be present. So yeah, it's like I'm seeing like a group of people like, yeah, we're going to go do XYZ. And then one person is like, no, I'm going to stay back here. I'm not going. It's like some of you may have made plans with the people around you. And then when it was time to put those plans into action, somebody backed out. This may be you or somebody in your energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be you. Okay? But then with the Chariot here upright, it talks about forward movement. So I feel like this is hesitation. This may be hesitation from someone, but they're going to eventually come around. It says you have the will and the want to achieve anything you set out to accomplish, having the trust and confidence of peers and community. So it's like, yeah, somebody's doubting themselves. Somebody's doubting their community. Okay, thank you, ancestors. So what I'm seeing here is people are staying back. People are like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to participate. And they're seeing that it actually has an effect. Again, it's not going to have the effect that we really want it to have, not right now. But there are going to be some people that see that there was an effect. It had an effect. Like they might be going to stores like, wow, it's really empty here. Nobody's here. Nobody's on the road. Nobody's shopping. Nobody's in the mall. Nobody's in the restaurants. And they're like, oh shit, it's like everybody's doing it but me. It's like somebody's going to have that feeling of being left out, and they're going to want to tap in like, oh, this really ain't no joke. But it's going to take for those people to do some self-reflection first. Again, they have to figure out what their why is. Why are you doing it? Why is it being done in general? Why is this a thing? Some people are still just waking up, and so it's very important for us to be compassionate. And it's so funny because there was a card here that spoke about compassion. Where is it? Yes, the King of Cups, emotional maturity, compassion. Yeah, we have to be compassionate with those, the people who are like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. We feel like they're holding us back, but some people just simply are not there yet. It doesn't mean that they're not going to get there. They're just not there yet. Okay. So we have to educate them, share knowledge with them. Those who know much must teach. Those who know much must teach. It's really those who know must teach, but I stumbled over my words and it worked out. So I just went with it. But those who know must teach. Okay. With the Sultan here, right, it speaks about discipline. It says the focus is on discipline and excellent organizational skills. Get this. It says dealing with big companies, corporations, or government agencies. This is so funny. So it's like, yeah, these people need to develop discipline. Once they develop that discipline, okay, they will want to work with the collective to organize something bigger and better and more effective. Okay, to me, this is just a trial. And for those of you who aren't aware, okay, what's happening now is we are boycotting these large corporations, okay, because they have attacked DEI. They are going against DEI. DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, okay? And so those are very important pillars. They're very important. Everyone should feel included. Equality is important. Inequality is an injustice. So they are boycotting large corporations like Target, Walmart, Costco's, Amazon, so on and so forth. And so for the first day of the boycott, everyone is encouraged to shop with small local businesses, okay? Do not order online from these companies. Do not go in store and shop with these companies. And they are also encouraging everyone to not use their debit cards or credit cards because they benefit from that as well, okay? Cash cash is king in this present moment. So with the Sultan here, this will be effective, but we will have to organize, okay? The core keywords for this card is organization, conquest, or organization, conquest, okay? Ambition. So, and that's exactly what these people need to develop, the ambition, you know, because once they have the ambition and their reasoning for taking action, it will be a lot more powerful. There's power in numbers. And so, like the Sultan says, the focus is on discipline and excellent organizational skills. Okay. Discipline is required. Okay. All right, guys. Get your questions ready. I'm going to let you ask a question. I'm just so tired. I don't know if you guys can tell. My energy is off. I'm so exhausted right now. I had such a long day, but I wanted to get on here and do a reading for this new moon and this boycott energy. Okay, so your questions have to be yes or no. You can put it in the comment section, or you can just ask it to yourself. Okay, in the meantime, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you want more clarity and a deeper look into your personal situation, book a personal reading with me. That link is down below in the description box. Follow me on all platforms if you have not done so already, okay? Ancestors, give me an answer to the question that the collective has asked. One card, please. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, okay? And it comes with a message as well. It says, your warmth and confidence inspire those around you. How can you use your leadership skills to inspire and motivate others? That is so funny. So unity. And for a lot of you, you will have to take the first step. A lot of you are the leaders of your peers. Okay, you have people looking up to you, so you will have to take that first step. And the people that are watching you, because they are watching you, will begin to step with you. Okay, and then there will be changes being made. There will be a revolution. Revolutionary changes will be made, because now the collective is finally on the same page. But remember what I said, it takes a while for that. It takes time for everyone to be on the same page. It takes time for everyone to be in alignment, okay? So keep doing what you're doing. Take this very seriously. Sending you guys so much love and healing energy. I do hope that this reading was of assistance to you, and I do hope that you take heed to these messages. Until next time, family, peace and oneness.